What's up, everybody? Rivera here, the absolute best LGBTQ comedian in the world. Shut up. I hate you. And of course, I'm here with my silly boyfriend right now, and then there's Snoopy Bijou in between us. Mwah. Bijou had to get shots today, and I guess we have a little bit of an announcement in the fact that we ended up moving to Las Vegas. We got here on Saturday night? Yeah, Saturday night we got here, and now we are living in Las Vegas. I'm sure people would want to know, like, how long we had this planned, and it wasn't that long, but also it wasn't that sporadic either. You know, we were able to get everything arranged so that we had a smooth transition here. And then as far as the apartment that we were living in Phoenix, there was a not too expensive buyout that we were able to do, so we didn't have to, it wasn't too bad figuring that part of the situation out. And now we are going to be living here in Las Vegas. We already found an apartment, and we pretty much got everything
situated.
Yeah, it took us what,
2 days?
Yeah, 2.5 days maybe, where we got everything straightened out.
Bijou.
Now Bijou has decided that she wants to sit on my silly boyfriend, which is really her boyfriend when she's around in her head. But yeah, so we're living here in Vegas. I'm excited about it. People might also want to know why I didn't do like a goodbye Phoenix tour or whatever. And really, nothing against anybody in Phoenix. I made good friends while I was there, and there were people that I already knew when I was going there. But it's not like I had some kind of huge love affair with the comedy scene there. And I don't feel like, you know, I didn't do that when I was leaving LA, and I had been there for years. So, you know, plus my family's still back in Arizona, so I'm sure I'll still go there plenty. So it's not like there was anything to really say goodbye about. But I feel like life will be much better here in Las Vegas. One of the things that happens in Las Vegas stays in Las Vegas. Just playing. One of the things that happens in Las Vegas is that a lot of comics have started moving here that have been in stand-up for a long time. So it's, you know, there's also like the newer people, the other people, the open mic scene, and there's people that I have become friends with here from, like, you know, performing here that, you know, where I feel like I'm already somewhat at home here. But when it comes to a lot of the comics that have moved here more recently, a lot of them are a lot more seasoned and have a lot more years under their belt as far as stand-up goes. So it's not really going to be the same kind of thing where people have this unnecessary drama. It seems like in Las Vegas, a lot of people are more just trying to make stuff happen. It's an easy place to fly out of or in and out of in a lot of cases. Certain times a year are going to be worse than others. Like I have a gig that I'm doing, Little Rock, Arkansas. I'm going to be at the Looney Bin January 2nd through the 5th. And getting a flight out of Las Vegas right after New Year's Day kind of was sucky. I mean, like, I ended up figuring it out, but there was a chance it was going to be super expensive because, you know, everybody's trying to leave. They've been partying for New Year's, and now they're ready to go. But outside of that, there's a lot happening in the Vegas comedy scene right now that seems kind of exciting. And like I said, I'm just anxious to be around people that are more concerned with actually making money than any kind of weird drama or anything like that, which isn't a dig at Phoenix specifically. Like, that's happening in a lot of cities right now, and it's just something I've grown past. And I know that a lot of people would say that in some cases I've contributed to that, but I don't really know that that's the case as much as since I've been doing stand-up for a while, sometimes people will throw out like suggestions or ideas, or I think we're having a conversation, and I'll let them know that in a lot of cases that's like a new comic way of looking at things. It's just what it is. After you've been in stand-up for a while. Like, for an example, when I first started doing comedy, I used to get offended by people saying things about gay and LGBT that I considered to be uneducated or uninformed. But then, after I had been doing stand-up for maybe a year or so, or maybe even I would say within the first year I got over that. And I just started getting like, oh, is the joke funny or is it not funny? Because if it's funny, I don't care what perspective it comes from. If it's not funny, again, I don't care what perspective it comes from. It's just not funny. So, but like different times I tried to like mention things like that to people and ask them how long they've been in stand-up, and they've got offended because they thought I was trying to pull rank on them or something like that. And my thinking was like, no, I'm not trying to do that at all. I was just trying to get a better sense of where you are in your growth as a comic and maybe help you figure out why that might be a thing for you. But here in Vegas, like I said, there's a lot more seasoned comics, so I don't really see a lot of that happening, and that's what I need to be around at this point. For whatever phases I've gone through in my life, in my social media life, in my online life, whatever. But, and then there's also the fact that when we first got together, my silly boyfriend let me know that he would be interested in living in Las Vegas. So, knowing that, and then knowing that there was a good scene here that I could possibly figure out something with, I thought it would be a good move. So we packed up the family, and when I say the family, I mean Bijou, and all of her toys, and all of our clothes, which we've been donating a lot of stuff because both of us had a lot of stuff that we don't necessarily need or wear anymore. So we've been donating them, and I'll do a thing about that, like a video, because there's the center here, the LGBT center, and we've been donating stuff over there. Actually, a lot of stuff we've donated to them. But that's what's going on, and I just figured everybody should know that we now live in Las Vegas. So forward my mail. I appreciate you guys all watching. This is my silly boyfriend, and I am the absolute best LGBTQ comedian in the world.